Okay, well, hello and welcome back. My name is Guild Navigator, and I'm continuing my Let's Play series as Venice in European Resolves 5. I stepped away. It's later in the evening. My wife is watching a movie with a friend, and so I'm doing what all lunatics with a YouTube channel are doing, which is playing European Resolves 5. I was about to declare war on the Byzantines, I think, right? I'm fabricating my destroy enemy. Yeah, I'll just lose some support. I don't care. I'm not going to pay the loans off. I'm just going to accumulate the money for now. And of course, the temptation to spend it is just enormous. I mean, I finished all my little RGO construction. I would love to see if that shows up in my, like, tax base. I could grant them greater representation. Or I can promise to take their views into consideration and get some free money. Well, that is the easiest choice in the entire world. And they agree. Cool. A golden age for our culture. I do need to go after Sicily at some point. Just to right the wrong that is Athens, this yellow splotch on the map. And I guess also to take Malta while I'm at it. Diplomats ready to prepare, ready to improve relations with anybody who is who's willing to hear me out. Whatever. I wonder, is there ever a way to have like a functioning relationship between between religious groups? You have high enough relationship with me, I could begin annexing you. I do think just doing one annexation at a time is still the move. I would like to build the, like, governors, whatever there. It would be nice to get another reform. Yeah, like my government power is just completely fucked. I mean, I think it's mostly just because their power is just so insanely strong. It just doesn't matter, like, really what I do. Okay, well, I guess I ended up paying off a non-trivial amount of them. My trade offices are being built. You love to see it. I'm looking around to see if there's anything else. I guess people I could have been improving relationships with were up here, but what's the harm? Nowhere I can build that. So why can I not build an overseas trade office here? Oh. Oh my god, I can build them in Egypt. Dude, yes. Okay, but that doesn't answer my core question. So the problem is that they're not within coastal range. I mean, naval range. And I think that would make sense, right? That's a big reason to get something like some way through Egypt. I don't care. Republican tradition feels like a resource that exists just for situations like that, for me to click to lose. Like, the bonuses and stuff from it they're not bad. Like, the stability investment cost is, like, that's expensive, right? But the same time, I only spend 14 ducats on stability. And unless you're doing like a lot of crazy reforms, which there's pretty much no reason to do, other than like stripping privileges from people, I just feel like you don't really notice it very much. Okay, my CB is almost done. And just in time. Okay, also, I need to see which of these, okay, that increases trade range, which seems very good. The settlers is less important to me, but I like the trade range. I'm not even going to look at the military one. I know I'm not going to take that. Ooh, I like that trade capacity. I say that, but I will check this. Just to see if by chance they have like naval range. Okay, so they had the trade range there, but I like the trade volume more, I think. And then I might as well start assimilating people into the proud culture of Venetian. I guess there's no real reason to be assimilating the Ferulians when the Albanians continue to exist. I'll wait until I get enough diplomats. I don't really need to be improving relationship with you, honestly. New policies are available. Administrative system. Loyalty of subjects. Hell yes. I mean, so granted, in that situation, I did just lose a lot of stability, but I'll get it back quickly. I'm not super worried about it. Does that mean my subjects are loyal to me now? Yeah, I think they all are. I wonder if they'll actually participate in this war at all. So my plan, I think, I need to think this through before I just rush into the battle. I think my plan should be, I could assemble the mercenaries before I go to war, which I will do. But the question is, do I want to go for the Byzantines first? Or do I want to go for like Serbia and the Ottomans and Trebizond and save Byzantium for last? Because there's a convincing argument, in my opinion, to be made for basically moving west to east, like first taking out Serbia, then taking out Byzantium, then taking out the Ottomans, and if I have time and resources, taking out Trebizond. I've convinced myself that that's what I'm going to do. I could take out a maximum of 7,000 loans. So I'm not taking out all the loans, but I'm going to take out a pretty sizable chunk of loans. Let's raise our army maintenance back up. I don't think I'm actually going to be needing the fort maintenance at the end of the day. So I could hire 20,000 men. Dude, hell yeah, brother. Where would I even be able to recruit you? Oh, on Cyprus. Could I even carry? I mean, I guess I could carry you, of course, because I could carry you in batches. Sure. And then do I want to gather another mercenary army? I don't think so. I think the 20,000 men should be enough. Let's go pick up my cannons. I want to see if I can actually get away with not raising any levies, because those are dead Venetians, whereas gold is free. I'm getting gold from all of my trade, but Venetians are irreplaceable. I have a free diplomat. I will save it for now. Yeah, so I think I'm going to land my army in probably just like Ragusa. I can't carry it all. Or maybe here in Albania. Yeah, and then I'll just go push into Serbia first. I'll get everything in position, because that doesn't expire for a little while. Boom, 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 boom. I'll call this the trial run for the Egyptian expedition. I like money. I love money, in fact. Do I want another crazy army? I don't think so yet. The Mediterranean naval superpower. Few countries can attest or even match our level of expertise when it comes to maritime affairs. Our affinity in trade and the matters of the sea have constituted us as one of the greatest dominators of the Mediterranean. Our tradition spurs from our love and adoration of water, which serves as both our path and to our greatness and the primary defense of our great capital in Venetia. Now that our navy is uncontested hegemon of the Mediterranean, let us proclaim the sea as the Mare Nostrum, our sea. Cool. It made my Doge better. The institution of pike and shot was invented. That's going to take a little while to spread to me, which will be good because I have 18 techs still queued. At some point I'll need to decide which of those I want to do. I want to do defensive, but which of the institutions I want to do first? Okay, for you. Assimilate pops into Venetian. And I'll do you. Oh, that's one thing I could be doing. I could be forcing my vassals to accept my religion and my culture. Perfect. Okay, 20,000 men. And you, Serbia, are going to have about 14,000 men. And you, the Byzantines, are going to have like 17,000 men. Maybe it does actually make sense. Like, I would rather just have the men now than want them and have to pay for them later. Okay, I've unlocked the ability to drill my army. Okay, I'm now at 40,000 mercenaries. Are you ready, Byzantine? Prevent annexation. No. Destroy my enemy. Can't declare war because I don't have the stability. And I don't have diplomats. Okay, well that's annoying. How much would it cost to max out my stability? That actually wouldn't make that much of a difference. This is awkward because I have all these mercenaries hired. I guess I'm just going to sit here and wait for my stability to recover. That's going to be like 17 months, which is like the entire term of contract for the mercenaries. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Yeah, I don't care. I like innovative. And there's no way for me to declare war, right? Yeah. Is there any way to just like buy stability? Like can I just go and like take out like a 20,000 loan? I don't know, I can't actually afford that, but something on the order of that. Because all I'm seeing right now is I've wasted these ducats. The printing press has appeared. Very cool. What to do? What to do? Isn't this the question of all time? I'm trying to think if there's any way at all. Maybe through the papacy? What a fucking confusing system. I feel like that was a thing in EU4 that I could like buy stuff. No, that doesn't seem right. Oh no. What have I done? Wait. I know what I'm gonna do. All of you are going to stabilize the country. Can only one of you stabilize the country? Pewy. I mean, that does help. Like, somewhat. It doesn't address the core problem, which is that I've wasted an enormous amount of ducats. If I look at the mercenaries, yeah, it would cost like 3k to extend them. I'm definitely not choosing the one that loses me stability. I think there's a chance I'm just going to end up having to take the loan and doing that. Or at least hiring a second mercenary army and just eating the cost. I mean, I could save money on diplomacy, but I would still be negative. Yeah, the interest is really not that much of an expense. Yeah, their contract expires in 2 months. Bro, I can't believe that this has happened to me. I think it's cheaper to extend their contract than it is to hire new ones. I cannot afford it. Yeah, well, have you considered taking out an enormous amount of debt to fight a war that's probably unnecessary? Well, here in Venice we have. Of course we have. Well, speak of the devil. Would you look at that? Who has declared war on me this time? Again, pretty much all of my neighbors. I mean, I think this 15k stack should be probably enough. I'm not letting it slow my timetables down. As soon as we can, we're declaring war on Byzantium. This is literally a nothing burger. The Italian wars. War has come to Italy. The banner of foreign. Can I even read? The banner of foreign conquerors flock to usurp the great wealth held within our peninsula. Never before has our region fallen amid such great power struggle, as great powers circle our homes like hungry vultures. It's time for our people to pick up the sword and shield in favor of protecting our freedom. lest we fall victim to the expansionist tendencies of the outsider. Interesting. What league am I a part of? I guess I'm part of the 3rd Italian League. What does this do? Yes, I would like that. I wish I had done that previously to anything else. Okay, you have got to be moving slowly because this is a delicate matter of consuming only the tastiest morsels. Are you walking here? I mean, sure. I don't know what you would possibly think would be smart about that. Thank you, Fugers. I want to go pop this little 700-man army here. And honestly, that 2,000-man army also. Well, look, I appreciate the money. I don't know who you guys are, but thank you. I wish you guys would give me larger amounts of money, if I'm going to be completely honest. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, my Doge is dead. No. Oh, that meme where it's like, oh no, anyway. Okay, time to get on the boat. I'm still not up to 50 stability yet. I wonder if I can win this war without ever being above 50 stability. Okay, I should go pick up the rest of my army. No. First, you need to drop off. Yes, and then only then do you return to Albania. Okay, but in the meantime, that does look like a tasty morsel. Oh shit, did France join the war on my side? Okay. You know, pop off, king. Beautiful. And when I pick up this army, they'll think, you know, they're hanging out next to a nobody, and suddenly, boom. I assume this is a coalition war, right? Yeah. They're still upset about all the conquesting I did up here. I feel like that was such old news. My budget situation is definitely not ideal. What is consuming so much of my budget? You know, I guess just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then just just ignore the 100 ducat a month in mercenary expenses. No, I don't care. Oh. Oh my god. I just clicked a button to reduce my stability. Okay, well, I guess that war is just not happening. And these mercenaries were hired, of course, you know, preemptively. I was fully aware that I was going to get invaded by enormous armies of Italians and Austrians. It was in my genius planning. That was the power of having a Polish Doge. Yep, I'm just going to pop that little army there. I really don't want to get stuck in the Alps. It's like that meme where the person is like, can somebody help with my budget? And they're spending all their money on candles. That's me with mercenaries. Oh, they attacked me. Okay. I should win against a 2,000-man army, I was going to say. "34% war score. That is pretty good, if you don't say so for myself. I do want to go deal with these bad boys. Austria, would you... You would accept a peace that involved you giving me 500 gold. I like that. And then I can reduce my navy maintenance. Reduce all of my maintenances. We need to salvage this fiscal situation. I do not want to be losing the court, but I probably realistically am not going to be going to war. I can just do 0, and that's, I still get a lot. Why? Mostly because my stability is just extremely low. Plus I have these other nice things. Okay. And then the diplomatic spending is consuming just an enormous amount of my budget. I could cut that significantly. I think I'm going to. I'm going to cut it in like half. And now it's mercenary expenditure mostly. I have them for another 20 months, so like I could just hang out and wait. You know, see if eventually things lighten up at all. Interesting. Sicily's part of my league. How does ending this work? So it either has to be active for I'm confused by this. So it has to be active for 50 years, or basically all of the leagues have to be dead simultaneously. So I guess it just goes on for like 50 years. I don't need to be improving relations with all of you fools. We're on a shoestring diplomatic budget now. I can't believe I freaking took the thing to reduce my stability. It's funny because I basically have to go to war now to repay my 9,000 ducats in debt. Appeased estates. My reputation is shot anyway. I can't annex you because you're disloyal. Right, now I can. I'm confused. It says it's a waste of resources, but then if I look here, no, it's just moving it forward. Okay. That's because I cut my diplomatic spending. Not a great predicament to be in. And you know, one I had exactly 0 part in creating. Anyway, I think this is a good place to end this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.